Listen, we're having a whole conversation. We asked, I asked, and Cece's listened. The Tots and Bacon Pizza is making a highly anticipated return.
All right, back by popular demand, this guest favorite will be available at Cece's Buffets nationwide and online at ccs.com now through June 1st.
And the Tots and Bacon Pizza delivers a satisfying combination of crispy tots, savory bacon, and the signature mac and cheese sauce with loads of fresh mozzarella, all perfectly baked atop Cece's original crust.
All right, so
We have it.
we want to say thank you to Paul Mulhern, the owner of the Mobile, Daphne, Foley, and Pensacola Cece's locations, who not only dropped off this pizza, which is all we were expecting for this segment, but look at this thing right here.
This is a beautiful breakfast
The
pizza.
Piezilla. It says it feeds up to 15 people. This is incredible. Paul and your staff and all you guys, thank you so much for doing this.
Let me just go ahead.
Getting already in there.
I want you to try this.
Yeah.
I'll figure this out.
Also, Jen, you've got some other stuff they sent down there.
So they also provided the cinnamon rolls, which smell absolutely fantastic. I opened that up for Chelsea and she said, wow, I just got chills.
I literally got chills. It affects my body that much.
And then also brownies, a full platter of those, and then also 2 boxes of cheesy breadsticks with marinara sauce.
I want to try the cheesy. I love cheese
the
sticks,
bread.
too.
Oh, have you never tried theirs? Maybe
I don't
not. So I really love this pizza. I love their mac and cheese pizza. It's my absolute favorite, and I love their cheese sauce. I think Cece's is only opened for like lunch and dinner hours, but if you were having a brunch situation, this
That would be
Tots and
great.
it would be perfect for it. It would be so. Oh,
Come on, Vanessa.
Vanessa's
Come on,
coming
Vanessa.
in. She's not mic'd up, but she's like, where's my pizza?
I know.
She walked in with her hands up, like, why am I being left out?
I
of
gotta
this?
get a cinnamon roll.
Yeah,
too.
you got to do that.
Where is that at?
I like this. My favorite
so
thing
good.
from Cece's is the
Come on.
apple
Yes.
cinnamon dessert treats. If
What
you
you
ever
want?
get a chance
What
to
you
try
want?
those.
Do you want dessert or do you want?
Chelsea's just got a full spread
We
right
do.
there.
This is my
I don't even know what
breakfast
happened to
and
the
lunch.
pizza.
Look at
One of those.
So yeah, Liz, our producer, said, "How's the Tots and Bacon?" I really
I
like,
like it. I think it's great.
I like it a lot. I love the little hash brown on it. I think it adds a lot too.
I like the cheese sauce in
What,
it.
yeah, what I love about Cece's when you go and eat there, you can request a pizza if you haven't been in a long time or if you haven't been before. And the staff is constantly working around the clock to get the pizza you request or all the others out on the bar. So it's always hot, it's always good. But the apple pizza,
Yeah.
I think that's my
These
favorite
cheese
too.
sticks are the bomb.
Are
I
they?
say Joe is quiet
So
over
good.
there for a while. We go to the Daphne location sometimes.
Yeah.
And the folks that work there are fantastic because I like
Yes.
whenever they bring out a brand new pizza, it's not just laying it out. They have sayings for it. And so I know like some of like the chicken ones, they'll do like a cluck cluck noise and make a big
How's it
announcement.
sound when they do?
I ain't even
Don't
gonna
do
try
that
that.
This is delicious. Wait,
But it's
Well,
fun.
one,
It's a fun environment.
I
Go
love
ahead.
Cece's. I love,
Vanessa's
look at
loves
the mic.
Cece's.
I love Cece's already. So
I get more of these, and I get more of that. I had to try that pepperoni too. Lots of great stuff is going on.
good.
Thank
Hey,
you, Cece's.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Cece's. And if you're having a party, look into this, y'all. The Piezilla. What a cool presentation. A fun way
64
to
slices of pizza.
It's wild.
Six- Feeds
64
15.
slices.
So much goodness. We're going to have more information on our website, fox10tv.com. You guys eat, I'll talk. Coming up, the Humane Society of the United States now goes by a brand new name. It's called Humane World for Animals. However, their mission is still the same. And we're talking with the president and CEO about that organization, about what you need to know if and when disaster strikes in our area. It's all coming up on Studio 10.
Had some isolated showers out there so far to start off today, but more on the way, especially for your Saturday. I'll be breaking down your full weekend forecast coming up.
Plus, the Trump administration is preparing to move on if no progress is made between Ukraine and Russia. More on where the peace talks stand coming up. In the country are in Gulf Shores this weekend for the 2025 NCAA Beach Volleyball Championships. Our Stephen Moody has more on the competitive field.
This place is once again packed as we get ready to crown a champion this weekend, and we got a chance to see it all before it got started. Welcome to the 2025 NCAA Beach Volleyball Tournament. It's once again calling Gulf Shores home as 16 of the best teams take to the sand, and fans of all teams are excited.
It's out of this world. The spectacular play, as you'll see, watch all weekend, is just phenomenal year after year after year.
Outstanding. We were here last year and it was amazing, and this year's gonna be too. Woohoo!
And it's especially important for these fans who have family members in the game and coaching it.
We just love following him around and the team.
And we also, luckily, we have another son too he's an assistant coach at Cal, and Cal is also here. So for us, it's doubly exciting because we get to come and watch both, and they don't play each other unless they make it to the finals.
Uncle Tim and Aunt Tricia are Ashley Pater, so we have a personal connection, and we're so excited to see her play again today and see the team play, and hopefully it's going to be just as good a result this year as it was last year.
And speaking of last year, the returning champs, the USC Trojans, have had plenty of success on this court. They've won 4 straight championships here, and they hope to add another.
Oh, it's beautiful. The background everything is surreal here, and hopefully the win will be surreal too.
Stephen Moody, Fox 10 News.
And speaking of folks on the beach this weekend, listen to this. Alabama just set another tourism record with nearly 29 million visitors last year. Those visitors didn't just come to look around. They spent almost $24 billion. And that's all according to a report released this week. The Gulf Coast played a big role in those numbers. Baldwin County remains the state's top tourist hotspot. Mobile County ranked 3rd, meaning the state's 2 coastal counties together accounted for a quarter of all tourists. Visitor spending also creates a lot of jobs, as we know, in Mobile and Baldwin counties. Their combined direct and indirect tourism-related earnings topped $3.4 billion overall. That comes out to roughly 40% of the state total. Those numbers drawing satisfaction from Crystal Hines, Vice President of Marketing for Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, and Visit Mobile President and CEO David Clark.
We're excited to see those numbers basically flat year over year, which is good for us.
We caught more than our fair share of market compared to the other cities in the state this year.
And get this, hotel occupancy in Mobile County still lags behind other top destinations. Clark says that's because the post-COVID recovery has tilted toward high-end hotels. And he says Mobile simply doesn't have a lot of those.
Just a little bit. Ashlyn.
All right, Jen, thank you. And Jen was actually just talking about this. If you love crawfish and hanging out at the beach, we've got just the event for you. The 2025 Pensacola Beach Crawfish Festival is happening this weekend. We're told the fun kicks off at 1 this afternoon at Bamboo Willie's Beachside Bar and the Pensacola Beach Boardwalk. In addition to the delicious crawfish, there will also be live music and performances. The festival runs all the way through Sunday. And another fun event, the city of Daphne is inviting you to its May Day celebration. The festivities kick off at 10 tomorrow morning and go until 1 in the afternoon at May Day Park. There will be a carousel, a Ferris wheel, inflatables, fun activities for the kids, food, and much more. We're told parking will be available at May Day Park with additional parking at the Daphne History Museum and the Daphne City Hall. Shuttles will also be available starting at 9:30 tomorrow morning. And it's shaping up to be a big weekend in the seafood capital of Alabama. We are just 1 day away from the 76th annual Blessing of the Fleet in Bayou La Battery. You can expect a 5K run, the iconic gumbo cook-off, seafood, local vendors, arts and crafts, and more. For a full list of all of those festivities, you can visit our website. That's fox10tv.com. And you'll have to wait to enjoy The Sims Heritage Day, unfortunately. It was supposed to have been tomorrow, but we're told it's been postponed due to the weather. According to the city of Sims, they will post a new date once it's been set, so just check their Facebook page for updates. Well, a massive fine for TikTok, upbeat earnings for Apple and Amazon, more shoppers are using Instacart, and Nikes that get cleaner with each step. Fox's CJ Papa has your Friday business headlines.
Ireland's privacy watchdog says TikTok failed to protect user data sent to China. The Irish Data Protection Commission is fining TikTok about $600 million. The app denies it sends user data to China and says it will appeal. Apple reported an upbeat quarter, but says it will face additional tariff costs of about $900 million this quarter. Amazon also reported better than expected earnings, but growth at its cloud computing unit was slightly below expectations. Airbnb says it's seeing a slowdown in travel from the U.S. to Canada. Most U.S. stays were booked by domestic travelers. It expects bookings to moderate in the current quarter. More people were using Instacart in the recent quarter. Sales increased, though it was facing higher expenses, so its profit was below expectations. Instacart recently added restaurant orders and lowered the basket minimum to just $10 for Instacart Plus members. And Nike is releasing new dirty Air Force Ones that are going viral over the worn-out look. The company says each pair has scratch-away panels that will eventually reveal a cleaner version of the shoe as a way to flip the typical life cycle. Nike posting, quote, "The more you wear it, the cleaner and crispier it becomes. It's that simple." CJ Papa, Fox News.
I need some of those. Well, straight ahead, a 98-year-old man is going viral for his workouts. Plus, in today's Does It Work, we are putting the dot to the test.